Well, hello, my party people, back in Michigan or the Midwest. Actually, I don't know where I'd say the majority of my Facebook friends are from, like, going back to Three Rivers High School. And it's amazing, like, from Three Rivers High School, you're basically all over the world. I mean, I think about, like, people like Beth Carlisi, who's actually in Germany now. So I'm just going to give a shout out to Beth Carlisi. And I know she has a new last name, and she's probably had that last name for like 20 years. But I really thought about Beth and her whole family after her uncle Sig passed away. Sig was an amazing man. What Sig did was he trained the greatest, and I'm not exaggerating, the greatest sulky. It was valedictorian Gal. His daughter Julie named this horse Valedictorian Gal. And so this little live from North Carolina, I'm thinking about Sig Carlisi right now. The whole family was just so amazing and an integral part of the Three Rivers community, the Constantine community. You think about John Sr., God rest his soul. I love John. Everybody loved John. And he was like a grandfather to me. I really miss those guys, and just going to Hoffman Street Grocery. He hired my dad after he had a rough time with one of the companies, so he worked at Broadway Street Grocery for a while. Then my dad actually worked with John Carlisi, or for John Carlisi. So he worked for Junior, Senior, working as a meat man. Like my dad always said, he loved to play with the meat. That's my dad was a hilarious guy. Well, anyways, I'm just thinking about Sig. He owned the grocery store over in Constantine, and I'm really thinking about Steve Carlisi and Julie Carlisi. I know, like, Julie Carlisi's name is different now, but Beth's last name is different, but they're always going to be a Carlisi, and I always think about them. And when Sig passed away, people don't understand what a great guy he was and how awesome the Carlisi family has been around St. Joseph County, and we'll call it River Country. And Sig, again, trained the greatest horse in Michigan history when it comes to sulky racing. That's a harness racing. He trained Valedictorian Gal. And I remember just, it got to the point where Valedictorian Gal was a for sure thing. You'd have to bet like $20 just to make money on her. And eventually you had to bet $100 just to make a little bit of money. So she was just a dominating force. I remember me and my dad met up with the Carlisi family when basically they were going for the Michigan State Championship in harness racing, and Valedictorian was a champ and came through, won. And it was so exciting that we all went down there and we got our pictures with the horse, everything else. It was just exciting. And like Sig said, that's a once-in-a-lifetime horse where he made money off that, just dominated, was able to, obviously, I'm not sure if they bred, if he did, if like there's any offspring of Valedictorian Gal, but it's just a once-in-a-lifetime horse. It's kind of like Derek Jeter. That's a once-in-a-lifetime player. There's never going to be another Derek Jeter around our area. So again, this post is definitely, with my heavy heart is with the Carlisi family. And, it really saddened me that Sig passed away. He was born in 1947. And what really hit home for me is, it's been Mother's Day recently, and my mom was born in 1947. So that really hit home. And, the Carlisi family is just, again, true treasure in St. Joseph County and River Country. And, you know, I just want to give a shout out to Sig Carlisi. God rest your soul. We know you're in heaven. You're hanging out with valedictorian gal, training her. And you know what? You're probably riding valedictorian gal or a lot of your other horses. And I could just see Sig in the big. He's out there in a ranch, you know, in heaven on a ranch, just with horses all the time. You know, that's how I picture Sig. That's Sig's heaven. Sig is with horses and just, you know, he's back with valedictorian gal and some other horses that passed away, and, you know, he's with his dad, and they're betting on horses. That's all I gotta say. The Carlisi family is betting on horses. We're betting on winners, and my dad's there, like, betting on the for sure thing. So, you know, so I just want to give a shout out to, you know, the whole Carlisi family, and especially to the ones that lost their father, Steve and Julie, and then Carolyn. Is it Caroline or Carolyn? I think it's Carolyn. I'm sorry, Carolyn. But I'm so sorry that Sig passed away, and you know, he was such a good guy. He's missed by us all, and, you know, I'm not sure what he's been through lately, but, you know, if he was having heart problems, at least he's not suffering anymore, and he's with his dad. You know, him and my dad are probably BSing about horses, but, you know, he's looking out after everybody, and you know, just really started thinking about the Carlisi clan, and my heart thinks about you. And, you know, sorry I can't do this live, but you know, there's no internet connection where I'm at, so, you know, just anyways, God bless Carlisi family. And, you know, I really don't want to make too many jokes, or it's just, you know, I can make plenty of jokes, and we can talk about, like, Grandpa Carlisi back in New Orleans. We both know why, you know, any of us know that Grandpa Carlisi kind of got banned out of New Orleans for being a bookmaker. But, family secrets. But John Carlisi was something else. You know, Sig Carlisi, you know, John Jr., those guys are something else. And their kids are amazing as well, grandkids, great-grandkids, and of course, the Rock and the matriarch, Mrs. Carlisi. You know, she's always been there, and God bless her, she's still alive. And, you know, she was always praying for me. You know, Pat's up there in heaven looking down and saying, I love you guys. And well, anyways, Carlisi's, John and Sandy and everybody else. I think I gotta give a shout out to everybody that I know, and, you know, all the cousins I've ever met. And, you know, Carlisis are amazing. So this is all about the Carlisis. Hip hip hooray. And you know, it's a happy moment because Sig isn't suffering anymore. So, well, anyways, God bless you. Bye.